The Arnold Classic is insane. It's an all-day, non-stop marathon of crowds, chaos, and opportunities to meet potential business partners if that's something that you're going there for. You want to see, people breaking their PRs. You maybe want to take videos of folks, but also, get free swag. Everything, there's like anything you kind of want as a cool free fitness gift is probably available there. Now, everyone thinks they know how to pack a suitcase. And yeah, we do. We know how to do that. But they forget that really sometimes what makes a successful trip isn't about what you bring. It's about solving 1,000 tiny little problems that could ruin your travel day or your whole experience or really an opportunity. Therefore, I've spent years refining an absolute perfect gear list. And so you don't just attend this event, you can really conquer the whole weekend. This is my secret arsenal, but I'm going to share it with you. So we're going to do this in 4 parts. Part 1, I'm going to call this part Conquering Travel and Capacity. So for me, I like to fly. I'm a one bag kind of a dude. I'll fly with a simple carry-on backpack. But I know I want to leave with protein shaker bottles, free protein bags, tons of swag, probably some shirts and stuff like that. And I don't want to pay the extra luggage fees for the flight home or the flight there to travel with an empty bag. Therefore, I pack a dynamic duo. I have the Osprey ultralight collapsible stuff pack and the nano bag loadable tote. They pack down to fit, basically into a pocket, but they give me an extra 36 liters of capacity. And if you need to get some spontaneous swag, you really can. That's kind of the cool thing about that. And so you pack one bag, but really you end up bringing 3. I also have another bag that I like to travel with. That's this one by Tom Ben. It doesn't stuff down as small as the Osprey does. So you can't really fit this one in your pocket, but it has better pockets. It has like a big zipper pocket in it, and then it has pockets on the inside. Now, it doesn't fold down into the nice, convenient little storage pouch like the Osprey does, but it's got a little thicker, a little more comfortable back straps. Then it's made of this ripstop nylon that's pretty water resistant. All the Tom Ben stuff is pretty water resistant. It has a big pocket in the back. It has these O-rings, which I've attached one of the Tom Ben tethers, a couple Tom Ben tethers to. In this one pouch, I have, like pins and nail clippers and stuff like that. So you can actually store and use it for cool stuff as you need to. But then it even has a big internal pocket, 2 internal pockets that are pretty big, and more O-rings that you can attach straps to. There's another one. So, there's another one. Super handy, right? So I think it's a little bit extra money, but you can carry a lot more stuff with it. This is my down jacket. You can see it fits in here. And then there's still room for more stuff pretty easily. So this is where you could put, your cashmere polo or something like that. If we're going to be in a relatively hot convention center the whole day, but you wanted to be able to kind of pack some things to keep yourself a little warmer, you could put either a cashmere polo or cashmere quarter zip in here. Then you have your puffy coat, maybe a hat, and then you're kind of good to go despite how cold it might be where you're visiting. So this is a little Tom Ben carrier pouch. No affiliated links for Tom Ben, but you can just put it in there. You can store all of your little essential little travel goods in this little pouch, which is pretty handy, right? Oh, and don't forget, our traffic card, go in there too. Stuff. So we kind of stuff some stuff in there just for demonstration purposes. All right, Act 2. We're traveling and we want to make the travel experience on the plane as best as we can. And so sometimes, depending on kind of like you might want to get a red eye or something like that. So you're trying to figure out how to maximize sleep. And you got this loud plane. And so you're like, maybe you want to watch, a decent movie or whatever. And so, therefore, I like to bring two things that are game changers. First is this 3D eye mask, sleep mask, and it creates a total blackout seal. See here? So if you're on the plane, you don't hear anything. Really glorious part about it is because it has this cushioned area, it doesn't actually put any pressure on your eyes. Instant great darkness. Second, this little guy right here. This is the MEE Audio Connect in-flight Bluetooth wireless audio transmitter, and what it does is it can plug into really anything, but it can plug into that little cool, headphone jack in your in-flight entertainment and connect to your Bluetooth speakers. It can connect to your headphones, and it can connect to your wife or husband or whatever you got. It's headphones too, kids, and you guys can both watch the same thing and listen and have the same sound on one transmitter. But I think it's a good gift. And then, of course, you obviously want to have like AirPods or some other noise-canceling headphone because, planes are loud. And those cheap earbuds that they give you on the plane, you can hear stuff through it. So I find myself, I really have to turn up the volume and then they get uncomfortable in your ears. So this is a really great way to just continue to use the good quality headphones that you have that are noise-canceling and are more comfortable. All right. We're going to this thing with a lot of fit, good-looking people. So we don't look as good. I don't look as good. I'm not as fit. But at least I can do is be fresh and flawless. So let's talk about how to be fresh and flawless. And so, you're wandering around, you're chatting with people, you're meeting people, you've got your little free sample protein shake in your hand or a coffee, and you spill it on your shirt. Maybe you spill it on this a nice little polo like this one that's a light gray or whatever. Therefore, you're going to need the Tide stain remover or, the Tide to go pen. This is such a little simple carry-on item that doesn't add very much weight and can really save the day. Or if you're carrying it with you, like even in your bag, right? And you're carrying it with you, you can save someone else's day by just like, oh, here you go, and then you can just bail them out. And you'll have a friend for life because you bailed them out when they really needed it. Especially if they are, because a lot of people are trying to shoot videos or whatever they're trying to do, right? There's a lot of influencers and stuff like that who go to these events. All right, so you're walking for 16 hours, chatting with people. It's pretty hot in that venue. That's why, we're going to get to close in a second, but you're going to want to have like layers to do this event. But what you don't want is to be smelling like a gym bag by lunchtime. So therefore, I rely on the Dove refillable deodorant. This is the whole starter kit, actually, but this is what it looks like. It's, aluminum free. It is just basic deodorant. It's not an antiperspirant, it's a deodorant. And it is heavy, but it does create less garbage in the world, which, we don't need any more garbage. It's stainless steel, so that's kind of has a nice weighty feel to it. And it's a great way to just stay fresh under pressure. Remember, I went to the Arnold Classic to go with my 79-year-old powerlifting buddy who has his own YouTube channel, Silver Iron Warriors. It's a great channel to inspire older seniors into powerlifting and lifting in general. It's got interviews on there. In fact, he's got a 45-minute interview with yours truly on there. It's hilarious. I recommend it highly. Maybe I'll find that video. Put a link in the description for you so you can check it out for yourself. But yeah, it's a fun 45-minute chat between two friends talking about lifting weights in different varieties, right? Also, as promised, cashmere quarter zip. So you could just boom, and now you're kind of dressed nicer, you're ready to go, you're warmer, when you go outside, and you add the puffy coat layer, which you probably are going to want. It's March in Columbus, Ohio, after all. So, looking the part. Let's talk about that, because you're going there, and there's a lot of people who are going to look, they're going to have tans, they're going to, show off their muscles or what have you. Maybe you're going and you're going to try to do some high value networking, or try to attend some VIP dinners. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to look sharp in a professional way, as opposed to looking sharp in sort of a gym way, right? So how do we do that? Well, I'm a big fan of the polo shirt, right? So this is the actual original polo by Lacoste. It's actually remarkably the polo shirt, not Ralph Lauren polo. Lacoste invented it. Lacoste was Michael Jordan before Michael Jordan, right? I think he was a tennis player, and back in the day when tennis was like the NBA of that time, right, in the 1920s, 1910s, and he was the biggest star in the world, and he invented the polo shirt. And so I highly recommend polo shirts, especially for an event like that. You're gonna look nicer, right? You'll look nice, but also at the same time, you will have short sleeves on, and you can layer underneath it. You might want to have a quarter zip that you wear on top of it, or if you don't want to do that, you could go with a cashmere polo sweater. So this one I got from Off 5th at the Saks Avenue outlet, but I'll have a couple of these links here are actually for sort of actually available versions that you can get on Amazon. But they're comfortable, they travel well, and they instantly, seriously elevate your look. Okay, so now let's talk about part 4, which is basic security, right? So I think one of the kind of cool things that you might want to have is this guy, the Eufy card, right? Like this, let's talk about it a little bit. You're focused on meeting people, getting email, phone numbers, contacts for folks, and you're navigating the cards. It is very easy to lose track of your wallet or your bag. Super easy. But losing your essentials, your ID, credit cards, keys, whatever, your coat, that can totally ruin your trip. So, therefore, I'd like to hide the Eufy Security Smart Track card inside my wallet or inside my bag itself, right? And that way, if I do misplace my bag, I know exactly where it is, I know exactly how to find it. It's a very low-cost insurance policy. You can just use the link here. So, there it is. This is all you need for the Arnold Classic. Well, not all you need, but this is a lot of tips to help you get started. These 11 items are the kind of non-negotiable tools for travel. Don't just pack a bag, pack for success. Good luck. Oh, and, stick around. Hit like, subscribe, come back to the channel. We will be doing March Madness videos are coming up next. And click our Millinote link, and then you can see all the kind of hotels, restaurants, etc. Also get the complete packing list. It's also going to be in the show notes in the description below, but you can get the packing list there as well, and easily refer back to it as you need to. All right, thanks so much for watching. Talk to you in the next one.